All right, you ready?
Oh, hey.
I know exactly what we're doing today.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
My hosiery is bunching.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, do you have a pair of underwear that you like less than all your other pair of underwear?
I have about 6 pair that I like less than all my other 6 pair.
Well, we're getting ready to go on vacation, so I'm trying to save my good underwear. so I'm wearing comfy new stretchy jeans that actually are too big for me, believe it or not. And
It's all
everything
that weight you've lost.
Everything it is. It's all that like 17 pounds I've lost or 20 or whatever I'm at. But everything underneath is not going bueno for me today.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
But other than that, I'm doing good. Buckeyes game got canceled. That sucks. But
that's
2020. I'm not even mad. Like I've not been mad about games being canceled. I just get bummed because it's like one more thing I don't have to enjoy this year.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm indifferent about it. I was going to watch the game. I would have watched the game.
Yeah,
I would have been like, go Buckeyes, boo Wolverines. But it's indifferent. I'm indifferent to it. It doesn't affect me one way or another because after we do this, I'm going to text my buddy Zach and go play with his wood.
I mean, that sounds like a better plan anyway.
Yeah. I mean, play with another man's wood. It's going to be awesome.
I would be more inclined to do so if I was wearing my fancy underwear.
Yeah.
But not on laundry underwear day.
So we ordered new furniture. Like we painted the whole downstairs. We ordered new furniture.
By the way, Martelle's downstairs looks amazing.
Looks great. I love it. My upstairs.
That sounded way different than I meant for it to.
I keep it trimmed.
But he does.
I did all the trim work.
All the hedging.
Yep. I did all the cut-ins and trim work.
But the gutters are a wreck.
But
so you ordered furniture.
So we ordered furniture on September 12th.
Right.
Okay. So that kind of gives you a date. They told us it'd be 8 to 16 weeks.
Which is better than ours was.
Right.
Ours was like 4 to 6 months.
Well, so friends of ours, I guess she just went and she ordered a couch and love seat, and they told her March. And they didn't even give her they just said March.
They didn't even say what year. They're just like, some March, we'll get it to you.
March, we'll let you know. But where was I going with this? Oh, so yeah, we ordered new furniture, and I decided that I want a coffee table. I like a coffee table.
Yeah.
It's versatile. You can put drinks on it. You can put your feet on it. We're not getting anything, like none of our furniture has recliner. It's not recliner. I've got a chair and an ottoman coming, and that's it.
I love me a good recliner.
I do like a good recliner.
But I at least want to be able to get my feet propped up.
Occasionally. I mean, usually I'll just prop my feet up on lay on the couch, sitting up.
Yeah,
but I like to, there's times where I just like to have my laptop. I just want to prop my feet up on. So I'm making a live edge coffee table. Now I'm trying to decide on the length. Most of the slabs are about 42 inches, so they have to be cut down. Most coffee tables are about 30 inches. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go to like a 32-inch coffee table or a 36-inch coffee table.
How long are most couches? Like, how long is the couch you ordered? Because it'd be real nice if usually coffee tables are shorter than couches.
They are, yes. So I want to say the couch is, I think the standard couch size is about 72 inches end to end.
So a 42-inch table would be fine.
It would be, but it's a little excessive, like big wise.
Somebody walks in and say, "Look at my big wood table."
They would, but I have a huge dining room table that's super.
You do have
excessive.
a massive dining room table.
The thing is excessive.
Yeah.
So I mean, we did Thanksgiving.
It'd be great for poker.
It wouldn't.
Well, as far as the size,
it's hard to reach the middle of the table when you're sitting to the outside of it.
Well, if you're not the dealer sits towards the middle.
Well, which is fine, but depending on where you're sitting at, it's hard to reach the middle. I mean, it's a
girthy table.
It's a big fucking table.
It is.
I think it's 5.5 feet wide or 6 feet wide. Most tables are only about 40 inches wide.
Ours I think is 36.
Yeah.
Or 40 maybe.
This table's got 10 2x6 planks in the middle of it, I think, or 8 2x6 planks. It's not a...
It's a big table.
It's a big table. But, so I'm making... So anyway. I'm going to go pick out a piece of wood. I would love to get a piece of cherry or black walnut if he has any that's unfinished so that I can do all the finish work on it, cut it down, order the legs. I'm going to do hairpin legs.
Nice.
And he's going to teach me how to do a bow tie joint.
Yeah.
So I'll learn, if there's a piece that has a need for it, necessity, then I'm going to put a bow tie joint in it of a opposing wood
a lighter
flavor.
or darker, yeah.
Yeah. So I want to do a darker,
contrast.
I kind of want to do a slightly darker wood if I can get one. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to see what he has. Other than that, Thanksgiving was, this past Thursday, as far as we record this. So, yeah.
It'll still be the last
It'll
Thursday,
be the last Thursday
when this drops.
So Thanksgiving was good. It was just the girls and I.
The
four of us.
Girls and I, just the four of us.
Yeah.
Smoked turkey.
So I did smoked turkey. So it was we did an 8-pound turkey breast.
Decent size. I mean, there's only four of you.
There's four of us. We didn't do anything bigger than that. Smoked stuffing.
Ooh.
That was good.
Now I'm intrigued.
I can send you home with the whole thing because we're not going to eat it.
Well, we're getting ready to leave, so you can send me home with a little. I'll eat it for dinner tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
little bit of turkey gave me was amazing.
That turkey, so the turkey,
I'd eat that on the way to Tennessee.
God, I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna have to do it again.
You should do that like not every week, but like on a regular basis. That was really good.
That was good. I want to try to get the turkey breast off the carcass.
It's just smoke the meat.
And just smoke the meat. I mean, if I could get the turkey breast with the skin off the carcass, that would be ideal, but I don't know that you can get that or not. But I did. So I made an herb butter the night before.
Put it by herb, he means marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah. It was garlic, marijuana, and sage.
Sounds amazing.
And I made a green butter. No, it was
it's out there. There's hemp butter at least.
Oh yeah, there is. I know someone who makes it. So it was garlic, poultry seasoning, and sage and thyme. So I took all that, boiled that together and just, made a butter out of it, put it back in the fridge in a bowl, let it cure overnight. And then Thursday morning, got up, pulled the turkey out of the fridge, separated the skin from the meat, and then stuffed all that butter under that skin. And then on top of that, I just put poultry seasoning on top, covered the whole bird in poultry seasoning, and put it on the smoker at 180 for 2 hours, bumped it to 225 for about 45 minutes, and then finished off the last 45 minutes at 375 when I did the stuffing.
That sounds awesome.
It was good. The stuffing I liked, but I won't use croissants again for the bread. So we did.
I love croissants.
I do too, but it was not.
I could have dropped my croissant.
It was good, but it wasn't. It could have been better.
Gotcha.
So using croissants, because they're just like a fluff pastry, essentially, that's buttery, didn't work as well because it didn't soak up anything. So it was
gotcha.
It was croissants, egg, celery, mushrooms, carrots, and onions, all mixed together and then thrown on the smoker after I got it all mixed up in some chicken stock. And it just didn't hold the way that I was hoping it would.
So it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
It
wasn't as good as I was hoping it'd be. So, swing and a miss for the most part on that one. And then I made homemade noodles, which is just flour and egg and some chicken stock once you cook it. And Liz made dessert and cranberry blueberry sauce, like a cranberry blueberry dressing that we have down there still.
I've never had cranberry sauce in my life.
Well, you can have some of that. You can try some of that too.
It's just never been a thing our family's done. I don't. What do you put it on? What do you use it for?
You just eat it on its own.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, it's all. It's.
I drink cranberry juice.
Yeah,
love blueberries.
Eat it on its own. But this is the first time we've done Thanksgiving on our own. Like we're usually going to Toronto, but after my grandmother passed away last year, we're not going. We didn't go back to Toronto. My aunt went to Connecticut to friends of hers. She just didn't want to be in the house, so she went to friends of hers. And then last night we went to my in-laws. We always go to my in-laws on Friday.
Okay.
So that stayed. But it was the first time that we had done our own Thanksgiving. We also did Brussels sprouts and bacon.
I can't do Brussels sprouts.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
No, I don't. I've heard so many people say that, and I've tried them. It's just one of those things that
They're
whether
mini cabbages.
Maybe it's because I did a cabbage soup diet thing in high school, lost a ton of weight, but forever burnt me on
Probably
cabbage.
you shit your pants too.
That's probably a lot of it.
Probably
a lot of
sat
dehydration.
down and your water broke.
And speaking of ruined underwear, but no, Brussels sprouts I've never been able to do. But it sounds like you had a good Thanksgiving. We don't. Here's the
you
thing,
guys
too.
do a non-traditional for the most part as well.
Yeah, we do. So, and we did 2 last Saturday. We took one to my grandparents. Beth and I got a free turkey. Kroger ran a deal. She went in to buy groceries, and they're like, "Hey, you spent over $100. Here's a free turkey."
You can't beat that.
Up to it was like $25 or something. So we got like a 16 or 17 pound turkey. So we deep fried one for Grandma and Grandpa last Saturday. Deep fried one for Beth and I, which ours immediately got sliced and diced and put into our freezer because we weren't going to eat a 16 pound turkey at home. But yeah, on Thanksgiving, we deep fry ours. Dad started it. He went down to Texas to visit his cousin who now lives in Florida. But they deep fried turkeys. And I've never been a turkey. I used to just avoid turkey at Thanksgiving. I'd get like one little piece, but I'd always cover in gravy, and it was like, okay.
Yeah.
But that was always like oven baked turkey. Well, Dad went to Texas where his cousin Tim, who, they grew up together, racing cars and stuff.
Yeah.
He deep fried one, but he would deep fry one, like multiple ones for the whole neighborhood. He'd just run like several turkeys all day. Neighbors would bring those over. They'd all hang out, start early in the morning, and then by dinner, multiple families have, because you only have to deep fry them 3 minutes per pound.
Right.
At like 350-ish.
That's the same for for smoking.
Is that about the same? Okay.
It's 15 minutes per pound at 350.
Okay.
Or 375. It depends on who you talk to. So I did 375 to finish it off to get an internal temperature of 165. That's the goal.
Okay. So we deep fried our 2 birds. We inject ours, of course. We did a jalapeno injection.
Okay.
And a garlic butter injection. And now, yours is the first one smoked I've had. I know Derek smoked one.
Yes, he did.
Meet Derek with Smoke Out. I know Mo smoked one. I know
GW.
I haven't seen GW's, but this year was the first year I noticed a lot of friends posting different ways to cook turkey. Mm-hmm. And Garrett, who we've mentioned before, talked about how much he hates turkey. And I was like, he's only had the oven baked, bland, dry turkey.
My buddy Paul was the same way. He's like,
no.
I hate I hate turkey. It's dry. I'm like, no.
It's only dry when it's prepared the way it's been done for 200 years, which is the wrong way.
Yeah.
If you smoke it properly or deep fry it, it is so moist, so tender.
So much better.
So juicy. That garlic butter one we did fell apart in your mouth. It was amazing. We went to Mom and Dad's. Dad, Kevin, and I started the turkeys. We ended up eating around 2, which was about our goal. Mm-hmm. And played games all day. It was nice. We had the turkey. Beth made her deviled eggs. She made traditional style cheddar bacon ranch.
Ooh,
dude, she's going to make. I'm telling you, when you get off this thing, I'm going to bring every week. I'm going to bring a different food for you because she keeps wanting to bring stuff to you. I'm like, he's on this challenge. She made her,
and even after I get off of it, I still have to be
right. You don't want to be dumb,
right? I still got to be.
But a bite a week's not bad.
No,
if I bring you a deviled egg a week, a deviled egg one week, a pepperoni roll the next,
yeah, that's fine.
But she makes the stuff called good all the way down bread that was started in her family like 6 generations ago, and has been passed down. They're rolls, but they are the softest, moistest, juiciest, moisterest, juiciest rolls. But then she made her pepperoni rolls. We had the stuffing. That was Grandpa's recipe. We had gravy, all the fixings. We had a good day. We ate. We relaxed, watched football. We played some board games. But I can't get over the deep fried. And now, tasting yours, the smoked turkeys, man. It changed my life when, I think it's been 11 years we've been deep frying birds. And ever since we deep fried it, everybody that always hated turkey is like, hey, how do you do that again? Where do you get a deep fryer? How long do I cook it? So it's definitely changed. Now, for the first time this year, we did have a slight flare up briefly where the oil spilled over and got down to the flames. But it was a minor one, and we had a fire extinguisher. We were fine. Nothing was lost. It was all good. It was just for the first 1 in 11 years, I think is a pretty good.
That's a pretty good,
especially since it immediately went out on its own and we didn't have to freak out. I'm okay with
that's even better.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of people with the smokers going. That's really cool.
Yeah, I like the smoker. I think that's going to be a new thing.
I would like to have one deep fried and one smoked available.
I saw a guy who smoked one and then deep fried it.
Ooh.
He's like, I prepped it on the smoker
and then finished it in the fryer.
Finished it in the fryer.
That would give it that nice smoky flavor, but then the juiciness and the thing with now, I don't know about the smoke. I bet the smoker does too, but the skin when you deep fry it, that crispiness you get.
So the first day when it comes off the smoker, if I had done it at 375, I probably would have had more crispier skin. But the skin was kind of chewy, but I liked it.
Yeah, I'm good either way.
It was
if the flavors
fantastic.
there, I'm good.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So, all right, enough with that. So last week on the last show, I mentioned that was lucky enough that I got a PS5, and then I won a contest, and then I won a raffle. So the PS5 is there. It is amazing. I've been playing it. I've got like 20 hours into Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I just got past the opening credits of the game.
That's dumb.
That is amazing.
No. If you went to a movie that was 2 hours long and like the first 40 minutes of it were their opening credits, you would be pissed.
Well, I have done nothing but explore the world that you start in.
I've heard the game's amazing.
It is
by several friends.
So amazing. So I finally left Norway and I'm in England now. That's spoiler. That's where you go after the opening credits. And then I got the monitor. The 15-inch portable monitor that you're like, what?
Oh, yeah.
So I got the monitor.
You have Command Central over there.
I do. I have 4 monitors now on my friggin' desk. I've got 2 for the Mac, and this portable one. I got 2 for work. This portable monitor is nice. It's from Lapao.
Sounds like something that happened when Batman hit a bad guy back in the 50s.
So, but it took me a little bit to get it set up, like to actually get the color correction and everything right. But once I did, holy shit.
Nice.
It is great.
I mean, it's free, so.
Well, even so. I mean, having one of these now, I would buy another one.
Then you would have 5.
I would. I'm actually.
You're going to need another desk.
I'm actually considering getting. I want to get like one of those like 36 or 42-inch like slightly curved widescreens.
Yeah.
For my monitor for the Mac, for just the whole thing, like so the Mac will never be open unless I take it downstairs and use it portably, but have like a big, just one gigantic ass monitor for the Mac, because I like just having a big monitor or 2 monitors. So having this has been nice. Like I'm glad that I won that contest.
That's what's up.
So, and then I also put in a raffle for Ameristop for Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout.
Yes, you did.
And won the opportunity to purchase up to 4 bottles. So I took that opportunity to purchase up to 4 bottles.
I saw that.
And that cost me $71 for 4
Ouch.
bottles. One bottle was $25.
That is some expensive Natty Light.
Natty Light. You had one of the Bourbon County Stouts. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
It was good. These are all different. So they're I got 2 2020 bottles of just their straight stout aged in bourbon barrels. I got a 2019 that's a variant. I can't actually remember what the name of it is, but it's got a yellow label on it. It's supposed to be good. And then I got a 2000
yellow label?
Yeah.
It's the R. Kelly variant.
No. Then I got a red label, a purple labeled version.
Drip.
Ugh. That is called Mon Chéri.
Oh, Mon Chéri.
That was the $25 bottle.
I feel like I'd be a great French man.
I don't know about that.
Just because I want to be like, I'd be one of the fat ones that just sits in the corner of the restaurant eating pasta all day. That kind of Frenchman. Well, I guess I'm Italian is what I'm saying. I would be Italian. Baguettes. I would eat baguettes.
I picture a really shitty Sebastian from Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, all right. So today we're doing something. We're doing something we've done. I don't know. It will be the greatest here in a moment. So I need you to pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Randomizer. All right, we're starting with Urban Dictionary game.
Oh man. So okay, is this? We got a whole day planned of me picking numbers and stuff. I like it.
No, it's just one of 2 things.
Okay, whatever.
Sorry. It's just,
That's fine.
I put, so the other thing we're going to do is Florida Man.
All right.
So we're going to do Urban Dictionary and Florida Man. I just put Florida Man and Urban Dictionary in a randomizer.
And had me pick
one after the other.
All right.
And then
I like
you picked 7, and that's what it came up as.
I like it.
All right. So, first phrase.
I'm already nervous.
TSIF.
Thanks, Satan, it's Friday.
Close. That shit is fucked.
Oh, it's like FUBAR.
It's like FUBAR. So.
Well, TGIF was, I grew up watching.
Right.
You know, it's Friday night, and the moon is bright. Gonna have some fun, show you how it's done, TGIF.
I don't remember all that.
Family Matters, you got Full House, we got Dinosaurs, Boy Meets World.
Dinosaurs.
Step by Step, it just depended on what time era.
Dinosaurs was good.
Yeah.
I think there were talks about rebooting that and bringing that back.
Ah,
It wouldn't be the same. I'm not
Yeah, I
saying that
know.
would be good. I'm saying just Dinosaurs.
yeah, the original's good. I always get nervous on when they bring it back.
Oh, hey, I like this one. Okay. Pimp Nails.
Pimp Nails.
Pimp Nails.
I mean, I'm thinking Pimp Nails. It's got to be those fingernails that get all blinged out, right? With all the ornaments and the bedazzled.
No.
I have no clue then.
But that's a fine guess. The long pinky nail used to scoop and snort cocaine. A cocaine nail.
Oh, yep. Okay. That makes sense.
In the 80s, they were called cocaine nails, but
That makes sense.
or crack nail. This one's for all of our political pundits. Take a Trump.
Well, that would be basically somebody who hates Trump saying take a dump, I'm guessing.
No. I kind of put that into your head, though.
That's what I would have guessed anyway.
Oh, okay. It's when your poop comes out orange and angry.
Just don't give it a Twitter account. You'll be fine.
That's right. Let's see.
I was about to take a sip of my coffee. Oh, I'm glad I didn't.
All right, we're doing TSIF.
Think Satan it's Friday now?
No. That snail is fast.
Okay. I would have never guessed that one.
I wouldn't have either, and I wouldn't have opened it
There's a movie
had I
about
had
that.
pre-read these.
Like, that one's dumb.
I just went through and clicked.
There's a movie called Turbo about a fast snail.
There was.
I've never watched
A
it.
bunch of racing snails, not just one.
Oh, is it?
Like-
Okay. I've never watched it.
Okay. Let me just browse this one real quick. Ooh.
I like how you planned of what we're going to do.
I know,
but not
but
what terms.
but didn't
all.
didn't look to actually what it was. All right, screw it, because we're playfully racist. Ghetto spread.
I was accused of being racist this past week.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
By who?
But I'm not going to put it out there. But the funny thing was, what I said was, it's the same kind of joke I've made with DJ a million times and probably even recorded, but with somebody of a different ethnic background. And they went off.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
They said something about being this race and was mad at somebody else. I said, you're that race. Something about you're that race when it's convenient. Totally joking with somebody that I've joked about their ethnicity before and they've joked about mine. And yeah.
Why you do that, JJ?
Now, yeah. Well, JJ, you can offend just by saying anything about any race because he's all of them.
Right.
But yeah, so my bad on that. I guess we're going to meet up and, talk it out.
Give a hug or something.
Yeah, give a hug and tug. So
Ooh.
ghetto spread has
Ghetto
to
spread.
be. I'm torn here between two things, but I'm going to go with a ghetto spread. It's a meal, like we're talking about Thanksgiving spread, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's all of like fast food, or it's all of racial stereotypical food. Like there's Gabriel Iglesias talked about his friend coming into town, finding out they're in the same town together doing different shows.
Yeah.
And of course, he's Mexican, his friend's black. So they had a basket sent to him of stuff they got at the supermarket. It was all fried chicken and watermelon and grape Kool-Aid and all this. And they said it was from the Chamber of Commerce of the town. So the guy opened the door all excited. And then he started looking through the basket like, oh, I love this. I love that. If you guys haven't looked at it, go to YouTube and find it. It's a hilarious bit.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
And so that would be my ghetto spread.
Okay. I'm going to give this one to you.
Okay.
Okay, because it's you kind of hit it with the fast food. So it's a homemade meal put together for a large gathering of poor people, friends and family. This concoction,
That's me.
This concoction is not healthy but extremely delicious. What's in it? Everything we had went into this spread. We had damn near a case of top ramen, bananas, peanut butter, mayonnaise, raisins, pork rinds, beans, and chili cheese Fritos, and tuna. I think I tasted tuna.
That sounds fine to me. I was thinking, because we've done the okay, I'm going to bring a crave case. Somebody else is going to bring 10 cheeseburgers from McDonald's. Somebody else is going to get a bunch of cheese roll-ups from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Throw everything cheap in.
Right. And that's all this is. It's just
ghetto spread.
Ghetto spread. All right. The little back and forth conversation piece they put on Urban Dictionary says, "Boy, I put Flamin' Hot Cheetos in the ghetto spread. Girl, they're not called Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Boy, Flamin' Hot Cheetos aren't flammable, or flammable Cheetos." I read that wrong. My brain just moves things around for me.
Oh, I love it. This is why people come to our show.
Yeah, this is exactly why. They
you
come
totally
here.
Butchered 2 of them.
They come here to see girls who eat carrots.
Is that the next term?
That's the term.
Girls who eat carrots.
Girls who eat carrots.
Vegetarian?
No.
I have no clue. The horse face.
No.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
No.
I'm not even close, am I?
No.
It's definitely something sexual. I can tell by the look in your eyes.
Yes. All right. It's a term famously used by Lewis
and Clark.
No, Tomlinson to represent girls who give good blowjobs.
I've never heard that in my life.
I have never heard that before either.
Not once.
But it was put in September 11th, 2020.
That's a new one.
That's a new one.
That's a quarantine edition.
Sorority squat.
A sorority squat is when a group of well-mannered, good Christian girls who are in a sorority at any particular university work out together. It's a workout move. A squat is where you essentially squat down. You want your knees tracking over your toes. You want to get down to about a 90-degree angle at the knee and stand back up. And that's a sorority squat.
No.
That's what I'm going with, though.
That's fine.
I'm playing it safe today.
That's fine. Hey, play it safe. Because I don't know what any of these are. I just chose them by name.
Awesome.
Didn't read a one. That's why we had TSIF twice. Typically performed by sorority sisters immediately prior to a picture where one or more participants slightly bend their knees and lean on their calves with their arms, regardless of whether or not people are behind them in the photo, possibly used to accentuate the butt. Although scientists still have yet to find the origin of or purpose of this tribal ritual, much discussion has been devoted to its research. Quote, "Seriously, Becky has always bent over in all of her pictures. You'd think she has scoliosis or something. I guess those sorority squats pictures add up."
Well, that's like the hand on the hip and it's the same pose you see.
Yeah.
90% of college-age girls do.
Right. Wow.
Or middle-aged women who think they're still in college.
This one's super long. All right.
You sure you want to tackle this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nuke the fridge.
You open the fridge, fart into it, and shut it, so when somebody else opens it, they get a blast of fresh fart in their face.
We're just putting a new definition. I'm giving that one to you. That's not even it. I'm giving it to you because it's so much better than whatever the hell this dribble is. It's
frozen farts.
The term comes from Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay.
Where the character survives a nuclear detonation by climbing into a kitchen fridge. I had to read through 2 paragraphs to find that one piece that tells exactly what this is.
How is that nuking the fridge?
I was really hoping that
Urban Dictionary should have denied that one. Yeah. I've had better definitions that I've submitted in the past than
that was that's why I'm giving you that, because your definition was so much better.
I'll take it.
Yak shaving.
Yak shaving is the term of shaving a male partner from the neck down.
No.
And grooming them. Full body yak shaving.
Nope. I was hoping this would have been so much better.
It's not?
Nope. Any seamlessly pointless activity which is actually necessary to solve a problem, which solves a problem which several levels solves a problem that you're working on.
We can't be reading things that's crazy.
I know. You know where this is from?
No.
The term comes from MIT.
Get off of there, MIT.
in their AI lab, which stems from an episode of Ren and Stimpy.
MIT should not be allowed to submit crap to Urban Dictionary.
I agree.
You're way too smart for Urban Dictionary. Go write another Webster's, like Webster's Part 2.
I was really hoping
That's the French in me coming out.
Oh, that was no.
This is entertaining radio
I know.
right here.
All right, we're done with Urban Dictionary. I can't find it. There's no like
Dirty, nasty, perverted ones that make people want to gag?
Well, like I said, I just kind of went through and grabbed.
As one does.
Yeah. I groped around, and this is what I came up with. Some of them were okay. Anyway. All right, moving on. Close all those out. Done. Florida Man.
Florida Man.
We have some Florida Man. As you know, we only read the headline and we don't read the article unless it's super intriguing.
Yeah, unless we have questions.
Unless we have questions about what actually happened or why. So the first one is in Marin County. Drunk Florida man drives his lawnmower on the highway.
I mean, I could see that happening in Ohio.
I didn't do it on the highway, but I have ridden my lawnmower down the road while I was drinking to the neighbor's house.
There you go. Too far to walk, man.
It is. I live out in the sticks. That's way too far to go. Drunken Florida man crashes golf cart, blames Trump.
Okay. This is just a new thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
Trump did it.
It's Trump's fault. So he just crashed his golf cart and
blame Trump. Does it say why he thought it was Trump's fault that he crashed?
You know what? I'll read the article. It's short. A Florida man who crashes his golf cart into a tunnel blames Donald Trump for it. Authorities arrived at the scene of South Buena Vista Boulevard and Rainley Trail, where they found a red golf cart with a missing windshield and a broken axle.
Holy crap, he broke the axle on the golf cart?
Yeah, I don't know why there were tire marks in the tunnel as well. They said black tire marks. I don't know any other color for tire marks.
Right.
So
there was green tire marks in the tunnel.
Yeah. The Florida man, 82-year-old Kerry Frederick, had appeared to have been drinking, the arrest report states. He stated that he had been watching President Trump on TV, then got really mad at what he said, and began drinking vodka a few hours before the crash.
That's what I do when somebody I don't know on TV makes me really mad.
Yeah, I just go grab
I drank a bunch of vodka and then crashed my golf cart into a tunnel.
Yeah. So Frederick was asked to take a field sobriety test. He was not able to stand under his own power. According to the report, one of the deputies had to hold on to Frederick's arm to keep him from falling. He was arrested and charged with a DUI.
Can you imagine? Explain you got a DUI but on a golf cart. Because you were mad at what Donald Trump said.
Why did you crash your golf cart? It's Donald Trump's fault.
Donald Trump did it. He made me drink the vodka.
Florida man calls 911 multiple times asking deputies to bring him ice cream and liquor.
Hey, look.
Hey, if they're starting a Grubhub
my taxes
service,
pay for your my taxes pay for your salary. You can give me some DoorDash service here.
That's right. I need that Grubhub, and I need liquor and ice cream. I'm trying to make
I feel like that would be a bad combo.
Nah, it depends on what it is.
You drunk eat ice cream, you ain't eating a little bit. You're eating a lot of bit. Well, if you're drinking liquor or beer and ice cream, that's a bad combo in your belly.
Well, you're going to be tasting milkshakes out of that stuff. I've got Screwball, the peanut butter Screwball.
Ooh, now I'm intrigued.
See? You make a peanut butter milkshake out of that.
Folks, we'll be right back. We're going to make some milkshakes.
I don't have any
It'll bring all the boys to the yard.
I don't have any ice cream.
I guess our milkshakes will be running thin then, won't they?
And they're going to be super thin.
Super peanut buttery.
It's going to be peanut butter. Let's see. Deputies responded to the call last Saturday from 65-year-old Michael Gabies. When authorities arrived...
Michael Rabies?
Yeah. Well, no, it's Gables. His name's Gable.
Ooh, that's not a great last
L
name
looks
either.
that L looks like an I. When authorities arrived at Gable's Gorda apartment, Gable's Gorda, tongue twister there, he requested they take a $20 bill he had placed on the couch and bring him some liquor.
I mean, he could have went out and tried to drive himself.
He could have, but he didn't.
He could have got on his golf cart, yelled about Trump, and wrecked it. Instead, he was trying to be responsible.
Yeah, liquor delivery is not deemed an emergency, by the way.
It's only an emergency when he drunkenly tries to get his own.
You know what?
What?
This guy's so brazen. The next day, he did it again.
Nice. Let's go. Double down.
This time, he requested they take him to get ice cream.
And you know what, kids? For all of you children listening.
No, it gets better.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
This time, he requested deputies take him to his ice cream that was in his freezer.
In his own apartment?
In his own apartment.
Hey, reach for the stars, kid.
I love
this
this
you
guy.
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That is right. This is total Florida right here. Florida man thaws Thanksgiving turkey in the backyard pool. Moving on.
I could see that happening anywhere. Minnesota, except it'd be frozen, so just like slide across the ice.
And you couldn't get to it if you did break the ice because it'd freeze back up.
You just got to ice dive. Ice fish for a turkey.
Yeah. Florida man caught stealing beer says he was just exchanging for cold ones.
Okay, to be fair, did he put warm ones in the cooler?
I mean, I don't know.
Because I'm kind of intrigued.
But if I've done that. I've done it at the gym. If I show up with like a warm O2, I'm like, I'm just gonna swap this out for a cold one.
I feel like that's different than going to like pit stop and not saying anything, just walking with your own beer or liquor and swapping it for a different.
Would it be stealing if I swapped an empty bottle of Buffalo Trace for a full bottle?
Yes.
But I'm putting a bottle for a bottle.
You are. But the contents are not the same.
Okay.
You're comparing apples to apple cores.
I guess. It doesn't. It just says he was putting beer into a duffel bag.
I still want to know if he actually put beer, like brought his own warm beer.
It doesn't say. It just says he was just caught putting. I looked at it. It just says he was observed entering the store and placing a 12-pack of Budweiser into a black duffel bag.
Well, it's hard to say then.
So, anyway, Florida man dressed as Spider-Man spotted power washing the roof.
Why is that a news story?
It's Florida man. It's just.
I don't care. If somebody wants to wear a Spider-Man suit while power washing their roof, go for it.
There's video.
Yes, of course there is.
Oh, he's doing a really good job. You can't see it, but
I can hear it. Can they hear it?
No, they can't hear it.
Oh. We should.
Yeah. He's not tethered.
They're all worried about whether he's tethered.
He's just walking down.
Of course he's not tethered. He's freaking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Plot twist. It's legit Spider-Man. Somebody knows Spider-Man. They're close buddies. He said, look, bro, I need you to power wash my roof. And he goes, there's nowhere to tether off. Put on your costume. Nobody will know it's you.
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
It's cool. It's fine.
And Spider-Man goes up and power washes his roof.
Yeah.
Look, he's serving his community. He doesn't have to be
he's
saving
your friendly
dames.
neighborhood Spider-Man.
Exactly. He's just helping out on the weekend. Leave him alone. Be honest, he'd be the best window cleaner and power washer.
He would be.
Because even if he falls, he's like, oh, I'm following web. I'm safe. Back to work.
Unless he runs out of web, because, the new Spider-Man doesn't generate his own web.
That's so dumb.
I don't like that.
That's so dumb.
I don't know why they changed that.
Because they're dumb.
It's stupid. He got bit. He got super strength. He could climb walls, and he could sling webs.
He turned into part spider.
He was part spider.
Yeah. I hate when they change crap like that.
Narratives.
Then all the nerds get all ragey about who's better and who does what. Well, in the 17th issue of the 94th series of Spider-Man versus Black Ops, Superman, Batman, Chronic Woman, I don't care.
Ooh, Chronic Woman would be a good character. She's always high.
This picture's... Never mind. I don't want to say what I pictured. Let's move on.
That's it. We're done with Florida Man.
We're done?
We're done. I think we're done with the show.
Okay.
This is the last show.
Ever.
Today. So, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Google, Tweetstagram.
Check out LaPow if you're looking for a nice external monitor.
LaPow.
And sucks to be you, but I got a PlayStation 5 and you don't. See ya.
Peace.